I think Stoic philosophy benefits everybody. Men, women, young people, older people, different generations, different nationalities, everybody, every color, every race, everybody. There is something in there that will resonate with every single person.
We'll lie there at night worrying about things that haven't happened or probably won't even happen, whereas focusing on things that can happen, can change, things that we can control is massive.
It's a set of tools, and you may open the toolbox one day and think, okay, I'm going to use that, I'm going to use that, I'm going to use that, depending on the day, depending on what you're going through in life. But it's something that is for everybody to use.
I mean, Stoicism has a lot of benefits for any person, all walks of life, but especially for the guys who are in prison.
Every single inmate costs the UK government between £50,000 and £80,000 a year. And the cost to reoffending as a business cost to the government is in the range of 16 to 20 billion every single year. You know, the guys that don't want to behave, that are causing all the trouble, and that really, frankly, as a system, we struggle to get, any traction with and to get them to improve.
I mean, everyone comes in for different reasons, right? We all have something that has ended us up in prison, so to speak. And 9 out of 10 times, we never take the responsibility of what we've done to cause that. But then if you make the hard decision of saying, you know what, it's all my fault, I'm the one that caused this, it's all my behavior, then you're starting to take the beneficiary stance. You then don't look outside of yourself to find a solution. The solution comes within you.
In my own personal view, in terms of this Stoic course, there's lessons. Each lesson, there's a point you read in that paper where it will snap in your head and you think, oh damn, I remember that situation, that's that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And it's just, I personally feel like 98% of us relate to Stoic, and I feel like it's something hidden that we don't know about. And when you get to know it, it's just you click with it straight away,
I was pretty aggressive before, just used to fighting and whatnot, violence. And it's very easy to sort out problems with violence, Problem arises, you knock it down, immediately sorted, but in the long run, it becomes a bigger problem. So now, since I started practicing the Stoicism, I catch myself before I react. Basically, it's like a manual to use your brain. Straight away, as soon as I started the course, you guys mentioned the chimp, and I had read the book, The Chimp Paradox. So I came to do the course just for the gym, but within 5 minutes of you guys running the introduction, I realized that this is actually, it might be a decent course, but within a few days I realized that this is the best course I've seen in British prisons in 12 years.
The Aurelius Foundation has many goals across different spectrums, different segments of society, based on the education, awareness, and application of Stoic principles was the Foundation's mission and goal. Whether it's high-level business, well-being in businesses, high schools, primary schools, authorship, sports. And from meeting Andy Small many years ago and getting closer to the understanding of that particular piece of work in the UK prison system, it inspired me to say, we as a foundation need to prioritize that as one of the most important goals that the foundation will concentrate on through its entirety.
I kind of used my position as the PE manager here at the prison. They wanted to do the personal trainer course. I said, if you want to do the personal trainer course, you have to do my philosophy course. So they did it. And at the end of the course, they all said two things. When are staff going to learn it? And I wish I learned this when I was at school and I would never have come to prison. They've consistently said that at the end of every course ever since. Today we're going to talk about the dichotomy of control. This is the cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Epictetus, he said that happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control and some things are not. He goes on to say that what is possible is inner tranquility and outer effectiveness, which to me sounds like a pretty good thing. That's what every human being probably wants, is inner tranquility and outer effectiveness in the world, right? Everything that's ever happened in the world and the universe, or everything that's happening right now, you can either completely control it, you can affect it, or you can't have any control over it whatsoever. Like today, it's raining. Do we have control over the weather? No. The words you use. Control, effect, no control. What do you think? Yeah. Because if you don't control what you say, then who does? Yeah. The future. You can affect the future, yeah. The past. Yeah, who's ever been upset by the past? Put your hand up. You know, it's difficult. No, but that initial thing that Epictetus promised us, didn't he, of inner tranquility and outer effectiveness, it's blinking hard, isn't it? It is hard, but that's anything decent in life is hard, and that's why it's a practice. Because you're not going to be perfect at it, but you will find, as a certain man sat at the back, Jay, I'll tell you, the more that you focus on things you fully control, the better your life will get.
When I took on Stoicism in prison and taking on Epictetus' quote about people are disturbed by the view on what they take on things than actually what it is, I looked at my prison sentence completely different. I looked at it as an opportunity rather than a punishment. I looked at it as an opportunity for me to develop myself. There's no better training ground that I would get to work on my mindset, to work on the certain habits and behaviors that I had, my people skills, how I engaged with people. There was no better environment that I could have put myself in than what I was in already, the prison system. And I had 2.5 years left of my sentence and I felt like I was running out of time. That's how serious it got for me when I turned that Stoicism into personal development and to really use some of its principles to develop me as a person. I felt like I was running out of time.
My role, obviously, I'm a Stoic mentor. So I sit in the classes and I basically give out classes to the other prisoners, you know. And I tell them my part and my story too and how it relates to me, and hopefully they can relate to me too, which a lot of people do, to be fair.
My role at the gym is a Stoic mentor, so I teach the lads Stoic philosophy, well, as much as I can, and help people train and set their mind right.
And the men that have gone through the course have found great, like a soothing balm with it, is to deal with the situations that they go through in their life. Not only that, they've gone on and done great things in the outside world too.
Since I've left prison, I've done quite a few things. At times I do have to pinch myself to really think that I've accomplished so much in such a short space. But I learned that Stoicism actually supported me not to get ahead of myself. It grounds me on a daily basis. It reminds me that my job is not done. I've got so much more that I need to do. I've actually managed to get my first ever full-time job working for Charlton Athletic Community Trust on their crime reduction and mentoring program. We've won awards off the back of it from the English Football League. I've won a personal award from the Premier League. And I've worked with young people across all spectrums and have delivered workshops to over 8,000 young people to help them understand the risks they face in the community so they can feel empowered to make the right decisions and to not go through what we've been through or what I've been through in particular. I've then kicked on and started my own foundation, which is Broccoli Founders, and that's specifically aimed at young people to cover areas around awareness, support their mental health and well-being, and most importantly, to make better human beings, you know.
One prisoner, Paul, Stoic philosophy helped him a lot. Learning, especially in prison, to focus on what he can control, finding out what his purpose is, what was important to him, like his family, his children. So he wanted to be a good role model for them. And he decided to raise money for charity because that was something he could do whilst he was there. And he did a burpee challenge, which he raised a good amount of money for the Samaritans. And it was sat in that Stoic philosophy classroom that changed his outlook. He's now in a Cat D, got a job, doing really well.
The other thing that I found very interesting in the development of the program in here is offering the program to the staff. It gives the opportunity to create more harmony because you're talking a common language.
Once everybody can speak a Stoic language, the prisoners and the staff, they can de-escalate situations really quickly.
There are certain aspects of Stoic philosophy that prison officers or prison staff in general would find very useful in dealing with everyday prison life and in dealing with prisoners. Control is one major thing. realizing it's not about controlling people, it's mostly about influencing. And also when having conversations with prisoners, prisoners will be upset about certain things, so educating them on aspects of control, what you can control, what you can't control. Something happens. Is there something you can do about it right now? Is it something you can control right now? Or is it something that you can deal with at a later date and work through?
Having that purpose or setting myself goals, which I never really did before, has made a big difference. And having children, learning what I can and cannot control, not allowing things to wind me up or affect me in ways that they used to, has had a massive positive impact on me personally and the kids. And obviously just spending time with them, prioritising what's important to me in work and outside of work.
I'm helped massively in my own personal and private life. The teaching of it every day helps me go home and think of my purpose, which is to be the best husband I can be the best dad, what I can control and what I can't control is in areas around my children and stuff like that. So it's been of huge benefit for me in a personal life as well as professional. I use the Stoic skills that I've learned over the last 8 years to help the football team I coach. They're 15 and 16-year-old young men, trying to teach them the areas they can control, what they can't control, worrying about that and not worrying about outside factors. So they concentrate on the things they do and not worry about what other people do or say to them.
So it's not only the tension in the prison, that must translate into less violence.
Yeah, so we've had 2 formal evaluations done by HMPS psychology team, and both evaluations have shown a reduction in violence, a reduction in aggression, a reduction in self-harm, and an increase in well-being for the Stoic graduates. So off the back of that, the Stoic course has now been approved on the PE Effective Practice panel, so any prison can run the course.
So it was great to back Andy and his team delivering Stoicism at Huntercombe, because the results that they produced have been beyond our wildest expectations. We've seen reduced aggression amongst prisoners, we've seen increased well-being, reduced assaults and violence, reduced admissions to the segregation unit. So all the things that we want to achieve as a prison, which it is our mission to achieve, have been coming true through provision of Stoicism here. I'm more grateful than I can say.
One of the most important add-on segments to the program that we're working on in the UK prison system is even going to a younger audience. The original formation of the foundation was always targeted to a younger audience. So the ability to move the program into high schools or into young offender communities or young offender incarceration is a major focus as well. A toolkit for life that they can implement to get through these difficult years of formation until they can mature and deal with life in a better way.